Good evening, students. We have come to the last topic of social psychology. So, forms of love is our last topic, and we have already discussed about this in the classroom. Beyond that, I will revisit the topic once more. So, here, the social psychological definition to love would be a combination of emotion, cognition, behavior, which play a crucial role in intimate relationships. So, when we take any intimate relationships, all these three factors are significant. They are the foundational aspect of any relationships, right? So we had spoken about self-disclosure, attachment styles in the earlier chapters, right, and how they affect the dynamics between two people. So here we have broadly classified love into passionate and companionate, right? So passionate love and companionate love have two differences. They are different from each other, and we will explore the same in the further slides, right? But for now, to briefly explain what passionate and companionate love would mean is that passionate love is a sudden spurge, a sudden urge of longing or desire. So it is less likely to last over a period of time, right? And it's highly likely for individuals to come up with stereotypes about the other individual and not knowing the reality of their personalities, right? So when two individuals come to each other and spend time with each other, they are highly likely to do it so by not understanding uh, the reality of how each other look, rather than they spend time with each other with the perception of how they would be, right? So it's more like a perceived reality than actual reality. Whereas in companionate love, it develops much more slowly, it lasts longer, and there's a high understanding and caring among both of them, because they would have spent much longer time with each other and they know the reality of the person, the actual reality, the flaws, the weakness, the strengths of the individuals. So it is a decision made, it's an informed decision made, knowing all the flaws and strengths of the partner, right? So moving on. Yes, so there is an experiment which was done where there is a neurotransmitter called phenylethylamine, a neurotransmitter that enables information to travel from one brain cell to another. So this particular neurotransmitter is responsible for the tingling sensations of excitement and euphoria that one individual emotes when they see an individual who they are in love with. So this particular neurotransmitter has been found to be in a high is found to be much more active in individuals who are emoting companionate love for the other individual. So that is an interesting finding that I have added in the slide. So followed by that, Sternberg's triangular theory of love, which is a very important aspect both in positive psychology as well as in social psychology. So when we talk about Sternberg's triangular theory of love, he speaks about three important components. So passion, intimacy, and decision and commitment. So according to him, he has given particular definitions for all the three components. So passion would mean romantic attraction, physical attraction to the other person, and sexual interest, right? So passion is largely an emotional state associated with high bodily arousal. And intimacy refers to feeling close to the other person. Empathy is important in intimacy. So intimacy is a sense of understanding that an individual have towards another, right? How comfortable one individual can feel around the presence of another individual, how comfortable it is for an individual to express his or her thoughts, vulnerabilities to another individual, right? That ability to be able to feel close emotionally to another person from the pedestal of empathy, right? Empathy is nothing but understanding another individual from their own point of view without letting personal opinions interrupting the way someone else's viewpoint narrates to us. So that is empathy, right? So empathy is present in intimacy, decision, and commitment. So Sternberg observed that when many people speak of love, they refer to a conscious decision rather than a fleeting state. So time and again, we all would have experienced how emotions in general can be fleeting, could be dynamic. There's a lot of dynamic towards each emotion: anger, love, joy, sadness, right? So there are so many emotion cycle that come and go. So decision and commitment is one conscious effort taken by two parties involved in a relationship, which would anchor their relationship and make it beyond a feeling or a fleeting state. So emotions come and go, but commitment based on decisions remain constant until or unless it is deliberately revoked for external reasons. So these are the three components that Robert Sternberg has provided. So according to him, all relationships will have all the three components, but in different quantities, right? So if two people have let's say a couple have high intimacy, high commitment, but low passion, they are much likely to last longer and have a strong marriage, right? And high passion, high commitment, but low intimacy. So here an individual has high physical attraction and high commitment, but they have low intimacy, right? So there's a lack of understanding between each other, but there is a commitment and passion. So an ideal love relationship will have a substantial measure of all three ingredients. If none of the three is present, Sternberg calls it no love. I hope you understood. It's pretty self-explanatory. So followed by that, this is the two line graph that has been pasted here. One talks about how level of fashion is highly likely to spike immediately, but will it answer the question of durability? Not really. Yeah. Whereas when you talk about intimacy, that is companionate love, the development of intimacy or understanding of another individual will take longer duration. But when the question of durability comes in place, it is highly durable and makes the relationship much more stronger and anchoring it to the ground, right? So that is a difference between level of passionate love and companionate love. Yes, so we are done with. So this is the class that I've taken for forms of love, Sternberg theory. I just wanted to revisit this topic. Thank you.